shit is popping, girl. Body on 10, damn, you got it, girl. You gotta boss up. Getting them checks, living your best. Racks up. Oh, keep walking with confidence. Everlastingly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Y'all black females out here, y'all don't understand the struggles of being a black man out here in America and not knowing whether or not you gonna make it home to your children every night because of the police gunning you down.
But don't y'all be out here gunning each other now?
Okay, but we ain't talking about that.
Hell, don't y'all be rapping about killing each other in music?
We ain't talking about that either. We can talk about killing each other in rap music, but we don't like the police killing us. Stay on subject, woman.
You brought up your kids. Tyrone, you don't even see your kids.
And then, yeah, I be trying to see my kids. You know my baby mamas be tripping because I don't want to be with none of them, so they be holding my kids from me. You know that.
Okay, but your baby mama saying you don't get them no child support either.
Okay, but I still be going out my way to try to see them.
They live 5 minutes from my house, Tyrone.
That is out my way, woman. See, y'all, that's why we don't like y'all black women's mouths. Y'all run y'all mouth too much. Y'all always bringing up stuff that's irrelevant.
Well, was you cheating on me irrelevant?
I only cheated on you 10 times. You act like I do it every day, bruh. See, that's why we date women of other races, man.
Hey, boos, hey. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Women Exodus. How are y'all doing? And like always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Please share. Please comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're listening. Also, if you enjoy listening to my content on the go, the show is now available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for audio listeners. Go check out my Patreon community where you can get access to bonus episodes and exclusive content and also a private community of like-minded divested women. It is linked below. Please also follow me on social media platforms. You can check me out everywhere on all platforms at Lexus Exodus. You can find all of this information in the description below. So today I want to talk about how Black women are phoenixes. Okay, and I've talked about this before on the Patreon about how Black women come from some of the most bleak circumstances. And a lot of us grow up in fatherless homes. A lot of us grow up impoverished. We often are raised in these crime-ridden areas and face really unfortunate circumstances. Yet collectively, we have been able to obtain really amazing feats. We are the most educated groups of people in this country. We are starting businesses at exponential rates, and we're making incredible accomplishments to society. So I want to talk about this, and I want to talk about how although Black women deal with negative circumstances externally and internally, because we know we deal with negativity within the world and also within Blackistan as well, within these communities, but we still somehow overcome these circumstances. And we not only survive these negative experiences and awful upbringings, we thrive and we flourish, and we are phoenixes. And like the phoenix, we can go through the fire and go through the flames, and the Black woman will always end up on top. Y'all know I'm living testimony of it. Y'all know I definitely have a rags to riches story from growing up in Section 8 housing, single parent home, dealing with homelessness, leaving an abusive situation to where I am at now, earning a 6-figure lucrative career in leadership in corporate America and the pharmaceutical industry, being happily remarried, and just living a great life. So I want to share more stories like this with y'all. And I want to celebrate y'all and inspire and encourage y'all today by looking at Black women phoenixes. So this first phoenix I want to talk about is this amazing woman who started a monthly journal subscription service that I personally use and that I enjoy. And when I found out her story, I just fell more and more in love with her and her business. And this woman's journal business has become so successful. She's actually been featured in Forbes. So let's pull up this article and then we will talk through. Okay, so it says, one founder's unique approach to everyone's 2021 resolution, journaling. Okay, so it says, after leaving 2020 feeling burnt out and anxious, mindfulness and self-care have become front and center in cultural conversation. With that, many are trying to form better daily habits in 2021. So this article is from last year, with one specific resolution standing out: journaling. No longer seen as a frivolous hobby for preteen girls, journaling has taken off in creative circles among Silicon Valley elite and has often been cited in roundups about the habits of successful leaders. And it says Tamika Anderson was way ahead of this when she started building Journal Noir in 2016, creating the first monthly journal subscription service for Black women and girls. She was newly divorced, unemployed, facing homelessness, and experiencing instability when she decided to start journaling to change her circumstances. After using her goal-setting activities, guided prompts, and other exercises in her journals, she was able to quickly change her circumstances and landed a high-profile role in web development. She also was able to single-handedly create multiple high-earning businesses during this time as well. It was almost as if I found a genie in a bottle, Anderson said. I'd have an idea of a goal I wanted to achieve, then would utilize my journals to create a strategic and structured game plan to obtain it. Then magically, everything I wanted would come into fruition. Anderson went from being unemployed and sleeping in her car to earning $500,000 annually after just 3 years. Oh my gosh, what a 180. She says, I went from having nothing to having everything, and it's all due to using my journal materials to take care of my mental health, document progress, stay accountable, and to keep track of my goals, Anderson said. Clinical psychologists say putting pen to paper helps alleviate stress, ease anxiety, and also helps with goal setting. The journals are built on evidence-based exercises derived from positive psychology. Part of the membership is that you get a brand new guided monthly planner and journal every month, as well as access to a members-only community. I feel like I found the ultimate life hack, Anderson said. It's unreal, and I want to share this secret with Black women across the world. Wow, what an incredible story. So Sis's business is so successful. It's in Forbes. She is incredible. First off, I love these journals. So let me actually show you these journals that I use, because I used these journals before I even knew her story. So they are absolutely gorgeous. They are beautiful. The artwork, every month is different artwork that's Afrocentric that features like really, really beautiful Black women-centered artwork. And every month centers around a unique theme. And then the different elements in the journal align with that theme and promote that theme. So like, for instance, this one says that March's theme was inspiration. So you'll see a bunch of journal props and different activities and exercises that align with inspiration. I love these journals. I used to hate journaling, but now I love these. They're the highlight of my day. These have sleep trackers and mood trackers and fitness trackers and all sorts of things that have been so impactful and helpful with helping me stay on top of my health and wellness goals and my professional goals. And I already liked them before I even knew her story. But then when I learned about Sis's plight and her story, I fell in love. Like, how incredible. In the midst of a divorce, struggling and sleeping in a damn car, like only a Black woman would be able to use that energy to create such a powerful tool that helped her make a total 180 and end up earning $500,000 a year just a few years later. I thought my story was crazy. I have a similar story. Y'all know that I went through a messy divorce and had to leave an abusive situation. And 6 months after leaving, I tripled my income, got a corner office, got my dream job, and was able to level up. Sis went from nothing to making $500,000 a year. That is amazing. That is inspirational. That is incredible. Sis is a phoenix. I love these journals. This is journalnoir.com. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway just because I know how helpful these have been for me personally in goal setting and obtaining my goals. I'm not sure yet, but Sis is amazing and I'm here for it. So I want to keep going. I want to talk about this next girl who got accepted into every single Ivy League school in the country. So let's pull this up and then we will talk through.
Finally tonight, America Strong, the teen making her college dreams come true. Ashley Adarica.
That's 17-year-old Ashley Adarica accepting her diploma from Miami Beach Senior High School.
One of my biggest dreams was to get accepted into an Ivy League.
A vision Ashley would soon make a reality. An exceptional student and standout on the speech and debate team.
The teacher, she just believed in my potential.
But Ashley also faced challenges, commuting to high school 2 hours each way. A first-generation Nigerian American, Ashley says she grew up in a household full of strong women, inspiring her to start the nonprofit Our Story, Our Worth.
I just had this idea to empower young women of marginalized groups.
Setting the stage for Ashley's next chapter, college.
Hey guys, welcome to Ivy Day.
And here she is on acceptance day.
All right, we're going to UPenn first.
Acceptance letters.
Yes! I got into UPenn.
And scholarship offers. Coming one after another.
I just got accepted into all 8 Ivies and the tears just started to come out. It was crazy.
That's right, all 8 Ivy League schools, including Princeton, Yale, Columbia.
What?
But it was Harvard that won her heart with a full ride in the fall. Her life journey just getting started.
I didn't expect it, but I was so happy and so grateful.
Way to go, Ashley. Love that reaction to those acceptance letters.
That's a phoenix. Y'all, so did y'all hear about, so let's first of all rewind to this brilliant, beautiful young woman who has achieved incredible accomplishments. So she talked about how she experienced challenges and how she grew up in a household full of women. So that sounds like a single parent home, a 2-hour commute to and from school. She talked about being a part of a marginalized group. Yet she still got accepted into every damn Ivy League college in the country. That is incredible. That is your phoenix. And that's what I'm referring to when I just say Black women are amazing. So she could easily make excuses and say, oh, well, life is hard. I deal with racism and discrimination. The white man, my parents were immigrants. The odds are stacked against me. She could have settled for mediocrity. She could have been a failure. But sis said no at her young age as a teenager. She said, you know what? No one cares. Guess what? Life is not fair. And since I know that I'll experience adversity and I'll experience different hurdles that will be difficult, I'll work that much harder and will laugh in the face of adversity. She said, I'm not going to buckle under pressure. I'm going to flourish. And she got accepted into all of the Ivy League schools in the country. That's your Yales, your Princetons, your Harvards. What a phenomenal girl. I know her parents are so proud of her, but this is your phoenix. So this girl has brains and beauty. I'm so happy for her as long as she stays focused, keeps her head down, and stays on the right path and doesn't mess up over like silly distractions. In about 10 years, she's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I can't wait to see what she does with her life and what accomplishments she makes professionally. I have a feeling this won't be the last time that we hear about her in the news. Okay, so I want to keep going and I want to talk about another teenager who is a phoenix, who is the youngest Black person ever to be accepted into medical school at the young age of 13. And shout out to little subby Lynn who shared this one with me.
She's a former NASA intern and now she's going to medical school. And guess what? She's 13 years old.
Oh, man.
Elena Anale, so great to have you here in Times Square. I'm glad I got a chance during the commercial break earlier to go hang out with you in the green room, and I don't know how you do it all. What has been on your vision board? What are your goals?
My goals right now are to definitely make it through college so I can go into med school, because after I was accepted, it was the most amazing moment. And just knowing that I've reached the goal of getting into med school at this age
at 13
was amazing for me, because my goal was to become a bioimmunologist, the study of viruses, and really help communities. I wanted to get involved. I love to volunteer. I've done that since I was young. Like when I was.
You are young.
Yeah,
since you were young.
I mean, like, when I was 3, 5, around there. I always loved going out and volunteering, like feeding the homeless and doing projects with girls and mentoring, and it was a big part of my life.
But I tell you what, you first of all, you make us all feel very lazy. On top of it, not very smart. Because you're 13, you're going to college, you're accepted into medical school. Just a year ago, 12 years old, you just graduated high school. So what do you say for all those, regardless of age or whatever, who want to go out and like attain their dreams and go for what they want?
Well, first I would say, don't let anybody tell you no. Because there was a lot of people who told me no, or that I couldn't do what I dreamed to do. And I also had that support system. They were there when I needed them, and they gave me that support to say, don't give up on your dreams. I had my mom, who was my biggest support. She always gave me opportunities over things, and she believed in me.
Yeah, and she's here in the studio, and she is beaming, and I love the Instagram post. Hey, Mama, you said, Mama, I made it. I made it. Did you know early on?
I did.
What was it?
She was just always smart, gifted, and she was always ahead. And it was just something about her that I knew that I had to nurture her gift.
And you've done it, and we're seeing the results of that right now. and you said you like to help people, but you're a philanthropist. You're also an entrepreneur, Brown STEM Girl. Tell us about your organization.
Well, I started the organization because when I was about 3, and I had first had my passion of working for NASA, I didn't see a lot of
people
who look like me. I didn't see a lot of girls and a lot of women getting into the STEM field. And that's what really struck my passion for advocating for them, really giving them those opportunities and showing them that they can do whatever they put their mind to. And they can have the same path as me and become whatever they want to become without anybody telling them that it's impossible.
No, nothing is impossible. And I have a feeling we're going to be hearing a lot more from you. And we know you got some all-nighters you're going to be pulling. So we got some little supplies, some study supplies for you to try and, little slippers. That's always a big kick. Really, she's 13. We're giving her coffee.
It's okay.
You drink coffee.
Up to 3 bags of Oreos.
I ate that in a total of a month. That's right there.
Bless you. Thank you.
Yes.
We are proud of you. And keep in touch.
Thank you.
Okay?
Do you hear this? This made me smile. This little girl, 13 years old, was accepted into an engineering program at 12. Worked for NASA, said that she didn't want to do engineering. So now she's accepted into medical school at the age of 13. Girl, what? And she 13 damn years old, 13. And now she is the youngest Black person ever to be able to do so. So not just the youngest Black girl, the youngest Black person ever, male or female, to be able to accomplish something like this. Like, holy cow. She talks about how she wants to be a viral immunologist. What in the world? Like, what a phenomenal little girl. She's already worked at NASA in Lego. I'm speechless, y'all. I don't even know what to say about this. It's like, sis, I'm 34 years old. I want to be like you when I grow up. And she damn 13. It's like the newscasters are saying, like, damn, let me go ahead and make sure I'm on my age because I feel lazy. Looking at her accomplishments. How wonderful and how inspiring and how impressive and phenomenal is this girl? And her mom, I'm sorry, they were talking to her mom. Her mom is a little bit too calm for me because if this was my daughter moving like this, y'all, I would be acting a fool. Y'all know how like every so often we see news clips go viral of them interviewing some hood rat ass Black person who extra. I'd be one of the, I would be showing my ass if this was my daughter. Like I wouldn't be able to contain myself because she is incredible. Like, how you get into the School of Engineering in the School of Medicine all before the age of 18? Like, intelligent is an understatement. She is a genius. She is a prodigy. My 34-year-old ass ain't getting into medical school. And here's the kicker. She was raised by a single mother. Mic drop. And I can hear the visceral response of the manosphere now, because I know y'all be cloud watching lurking. But here's the thing, you know, y'all like to talk about how we're the reason Dusties are running amok in the community. It's like, nah, we are the reason there's some semblance of normalcy in this effed up community that exists today. Because if we weren't around, you nogs would have been extinct. But that's a whole nother story for a different day. This little girl is your phoenix. So she did not let growing up in a single parent home or racism or adversity or discrimination stop her. Hell, she even said, my age don't matter. You can't tell me no. I'm gonna be 13 in medical school, just handling business and killing it. I'm so proud of her, and I love sis, and I love that, you know, she's making so many incredible accomplishments. Good for you, sis. Okay, so same with this next Black woman who was also a Phoenix, who became the first Black person ever sworn in as minister in Germany. And shout out to loyal subby and loyal patron Eunice, who shared this one with me.
Aminata Touré becomes the first elected German minister of African origin at the age of 29. And welcome to Motherland Nuggets right here on Idescope Media. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is where we share with you news centered around Africans and Blacks all over the world. And today we are delighted to share with you the news of Aminata Touré, the first elected German minister of African origin at the age of 29. Aminata Touré became the first Black member of the state government when she was sworn in as the Social Affairs, Youth, Family, Senior Citizen, Integration and Equality Minister in Germany's northmost state of Schleswig-Holstein. Aminata told German media that she sees her role as special given the numerous messages she has received from people who says her appointment meant a lot to them. She promised to use this opportunity to fight for equality and against right-wing extremism. This is not the first time that Aminata Touré has achieved a political height. In 2019, she was elected as the State Parliament Deputy Speaker, becoming the first Black person and the youngest politician to hold such a position in any of Germany's 16 states. Aminata Touré was born in 1992 in a medium-sized industrial town in Germany's far north, where her parents had settled after fleeing from Mali. She spent the first 5 years of her life in a refugee shelter. Eventually, she gained German citizenship when she was 12 years old. Touré uses the term Afro-German to refer to herself. It defines her as a person with roots in Africa. She told DW in an interview that, "I have always had both words in me. At some point, I didn't want to have to choose between countries anymore. So I used a term coined by a feminist movement of Black women here in Germany, Afro-German." From Idescope Media, we want to say a very big congratulations to Aminata Touré for this great achievement.
For me, it is important to use this platform for women, for young people, for minorities who don't have a seat at the table. My name is Aminata Touré. I'm 26 years old and I'm the youngest member of parliament in Schleswig-Holstein, Germany. I was born in Germany several months after my parents immigrated from Mali to Germany. For the first 5 years of my life, I lived in a refugee camp. And when I was about 12 years old, we became German citizens. I studied political science and French philology at the university. And I was always bothered by the fact that people who made policies which impacted me didn't look like me. There were not enough young people sitting at the table, and not enough women, and not enough diversity. And I wanted to change that. So I decided to run for office when I was 23. President Obama has always been an inspiration for me, and I think for many others as well. So the moment when I got elected, I thought about him, and I thought about the way he must have felt when he was elected. I hope to empower young people, women, people of color to get involved and to use their voice. I want people to know you can make a difference. Your opinion and your voice matter.
I love this guy. So this woman grew up in a refugee camp. The first 5 years of her life were lived in a refugee camp. She said, I didn't see many people who looked like me once I grew up making political decisions for me. So instead of crying about racism and crying about being impoverished, she said, yeah, that sucks, but I'm not going to be sitting here boo-hooing about it and passively pleading and begging for reparations. That's actually not going to change anything. So let me actually take action and do something. So she succeeded. She went to school. She ran for office. And here she is, from a refugee camp to the first Black person being sworn in as minister in Germany. That is a phoenix. And this is how phenomenal Black women are. We will make something from nothing. We will take lemons and turn it into lemonade. We will turn shit into something and we'll make these amazing accomplishments and become these incredible success stories. I think this is so incredible and I love this. Okay, so let's get into this last story about Francia Marquez, who is Colombia's first Black president ever. And shout out to Black Girl Magic who shared this one with me.
Leading vice presidential candidate Francia Marquez doesn't look like nor has the resume of a traditional Colombian politician, yet she has become a political phenomenon, giving a voice to the country's marginalized communities.
I didn't ask to be in politics, but politics messed with us, and now we mess with it. And we're messing with politics because they always told us it wasn't for us, that politics was for others.
Marquez's rise has been meteoric. As a Black woman and environmentalist, her message and candid language propelled her to third place in the country's March presidential primary, compelling the leading presidential candidate, Gustavo Petro, to choose her as her running mate.
Colombia can't accept a woman that the elites see as their housemaid. We were limited to one role, and she's changed that, showing us and our daughters that we can be what we want, even president.
As a single mother, she worked as a housemaid, but managed to get a law degree and was awarded the Goldman Prize in 2018, the world's most important prize for environmental activists.
Es hora de actuar.
She has survived attempts on her life after confronting illegal gold mining mafias in the conflict-ridden region around her hometown.
Francia's persistent denunciations of Colombia's social disparities has sparked an almost unprecedented national conversation about race and class, exposing deep and long-standing wounds.
And the backlash has been swift. On social media and in the streets, she has been the target of racist attacks. A well-known Colombian singer called her King Kong. She has even had to cancel campaign events. During a rally in Bogotá, she was targeted with a laser and forced to leave the stage. Yet her success has convinced other presidential candidates to select Afro-Colombians as running mates. Luis Gilberto Murillo, running for centrist Sergio Fajardo, says it's about time to start dealing with Colombia's history of racism and bigotry.
There's an entire legacy of structural racism that has denied from the start our existence, dignity and humanity. People ask me why I always wear a suit and tie. I don't like ties, but when I don't use them, I am racially profiled, harassed, including by the police.
To a segment of Colombians who are clamoring for change and for more diverse representation, Marquez is their champion, even if only as a vice president. The question is whether the rest of the country is ready for her. Alessandra Ampietti, Al Jazeera, Cali.
Do y'all hear that? So sis went from a single mother who was a maid to vice president of an entire country. And she's a Black woman. She looks like one of my aunties, y'all. The 4C hair, the chocolate skin, the curves and hips. She's now the first Black VP of Colombia. And she's a single mom. Another mic drop moment. Man, y'all better listen to me. Y'all better listen to me. Black women across the globe, both domestic and abroad, are being failed by their male counterparts daily and still manage to accomplish these incredible feats despite it. I cried like a baby when I saw this, y'all. Y'all know I'm a softie, especially formerly being a single mother before getting married myself. This is your phoenix, though. Fire does not burn us. It turns us into diamonds. Like a phoenix, she's been able to surmount insurmountable odds. She was a damn maid, y'all, and now she's running the whole damn country. How incredible. How incredible, y'all. And this is why I don't make any excuses for men. I don't give a F about the game being rigged. I don't give a F about the white man. I don't care about systemic racism and systematic discrimination. Who cares about that? No one cares about that. Guess what? We know that going into this. And Black women also have to deal with impoverishment and being raised in single parent homes and racism and adversity. And we also have to deal with dire circumstances. We come from these same atrocities. We experience oppression. Black women have also experienced slavery and the ramifications of it that still might linger today. Yet we still are the most educated groups of people in this country. Yet we are still starting businesses at an exponential rate and carrying the community single-handedly on our shoulders. And here's my thing. We got a double whammy because we live in a society that's both impacted by racism and misogyny. So we got two strikes against us automatically. We're not just women. We are women of color. We're Black women. Yet we still make these incredible accomplishments and overcome these incredible feats and flourish collectively. So I don't want to hear Black men making excuses and complaining about how they're unable to make it when we live in a patriarchal society. I don't give a F about that. Black women have been doing it on the daily and have been making amazing accomplishments in spite of that. We are phoenixes, y'all. We are phoenixes. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I had so much fun making this one. And I hope you found this video as inspiring and as uplifting as I did making it. Until next time, see you guys. Bye.
Even if you think I should, bitch, bigger, I don't give.
If y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.